Today I'd like to talk about why calico cats have that mix of orange, black, and white fur, and why they're usually female. After more than 60 years, scientists in Japan finally found the answer. Hi everyone, and this is SciencePod, the podcast that shines a light on the latest science and technology from Japan. I'm your host Ren from SCIEN-TALK. You've probably seen calico cats before, cute little ones with orange, black, and white patches, but have you ever noticed that they're almost always female? Male calico cats are super rare. Why is that? And why do their coats look like little patchwork quilts? It all comes down to genes and something called X-chromosome inactivation. Like humans, cats have 6 chromosomes. Females have 2 X chromosomes, XX. The males have 1 X and 1 Y, XY. The gene that decided orange and the black fur is found on the X chromosome. Now here's where it gets cool. In female cats, every cell picks one of the 2 X chromosomes to turn off. It's random. Some cells turn off the X from mom, others from dad. This is called X inactivation. It was first suggested in 1961 if one X has the orange version of the gene and the other has the black version. This on-off process leads to patches, some with orange, some with black. It's like a nature's mosaic. But until now, scientists didn't actually know what the orange gene really was. They knew it was there, but didn't know how it worked or why it behaved that way. Researchers from Kyushu University and the other groups in Japan decided to dig deeper. They worked with cat owners in Fukuoka and studied the DNA of cats with different fur colors. They focused on the section of the X chromosome where the orange gene was believed to be. And they found a tiny missing part of DNA about 5,000 letters long, and a gene called RYU-ITO. This deletion was only found in cats with orange fur. Cats without orange didn't have it. To double check, they looked at over 50 more cats or international data, and the pattern held. If a cat had a deletion, it had orange fur. If not, it didn't. That's strong evidence. The small deletion causes the orange color. But how? They looked at skin from orange fur areas. In these areas, the ALHGAP36 gene was more active than normal. This high activity stopped the gene for black pigment and from working well, and instead triggered the orange pigment. So basically, the missing DNA acts like a broken brake. With no brake, ALHGAP36 goes wide and turns on the orange coloring. They also checked how this related to X inactivation. They looked at a marker called DNA methylation, sort of a switch that shows if a gene is on or off. In female cats, ALHGAP36 was turned off in some cells and on in others, matching what we'd expect from X inactivation. So now we know if the X chromosome with the deletion is on, orange patch. If the one without it is on, black patch. White patches, those from areas where pigment cells didn't grow at all. It's like a patchwork quilt, but each square is a random decision made in a tiny cell. And to sum it up, researchers found that a small deletion in the ALHGAP36 gene causes orange fur in calico cats. And the mix of orange and black comes from the X inactivation, each cell randomly choosing which gene to use. After more than 60 years of guessing, we finally understand why calico cats look the way they do. And a fun fact, this research was partly funded through crowdfunding by Kyushu University, and this is, I think, pretty amazing. Their paper was just published in the journal Current Biology. That's it for today's Science Spot. How did you like the story of calico cats and their colorful coats? If you enjoyed it, please share your thoughts online using the hashtag ScienceSpot. I'd like to hear from you, and who knows, maybe your question will be featured in the future episode. And remember, ScienceSpot is publishing every weekday morning in English and Japanese. And see you tomorrow.